Unlock your potential without excuses. Your journey to success starts here. 100 excuses for not doing and only 1 for saying yes. This applies to almost everyone, especially for those people who keep postponing things. A man was blind, but he never gave an excuse for being blind. A man was deaf, but he never gave an excuse for being deaf. A man was poor, but he never gave any excuse for being poor. A man was fired from the company which he had built with his blood and sweat, but he did not give any excuse for being fired. A man who was thrown out of school by his childhood teacher calling him retarded never gave the excuse of being retarded. That blind man was Erich Weihenmayer, who conquered Mount Everest despite being blind. That deaf man was Ludwig van Beethoven, who composed some of the world's greatest music. That poor man was Dhirubhai Ambani, who created India's largest company, Reliance. The first person to be fired from his own company was Steve Jobs, who was fired from Apple in 1985 and was reinstated as CEO of the company 11 years later in 1996. And the man who was expelled by the teacher in childhood by calling him retarded was none other than the world's greatest scientist, Albert Einstein. Friends, if they wanted, all these super successful people could have given excuses and justified their failure like common people. But they did not do this. They did not hide behind any excuse. They persisted. They did not give up and made their dreams come true with their dedication and hard work. Excuses push us to stop trying, due to which it becomes easier for us to sit down and accept defeat. We do not push ourselves to move towards success. We do not give even the slightest emphasis to them, because of excuses we stop trying. Making excuses is a way of deceiving your mind and you, which can make you completely hollow and completely hopeless. You even stop pursuing the things you want in life. He who is good at making excuses is hardly good at anything else. Benjamin Franklin. Never make excuses. Your friends don't need them, and your enemies won't believe them. John Wooden. We have more capacity than will, and this is often an excuse for us to imagine that things are impossible. François de la Rochefoucauld. It is better to offer no excuse than to offer a bad excuse. George Washington. A lazy person makes various excuses for not working. Making excuses means that the person wants to be successful, but does not want to do the work. Those who want to be successful should avoid laziness and work thoughtfully. Only then they can achieve success. Are you ready to finally stop making excuses and make a change in your life?